Hi everyone, my name is Dr. David Kulla to talk about what the 2024 election could mean for healthcare in America and how that can affect all of our health, our general health, public health in general. So I want to get into that right now, and obviously now we're about a week or two in from the election and the results are in, and he has appointed RFK to shake things up, however you'll call it. But in that process, RFK has been a big fan and proponent of, getting food additives and food preservatives out of food, but also cleaning up the FDA. And there's really a lot of benefits that could happen for all of you watching this for our health. There are also some negatives that could be possible, but we'll have to just wait and see really what's going to happen. But I think that having something like over 10,000 different food additives, preservatives, colorings, pesticides, things like that in our food supply, whereas in Europe, I think only 300 are allowed. So that's, we're leading in chronic disease, all sorts of stomach and irritable bowel diseases. And if you watch TV, you'll see that every other commercial is psoriasis or irritable bowel disease or ulcerative colitis drug. And a lot of those drugs work for both psoriasis and ulcerative colitis. You'll see the same commercial advertised for two different conditions in one day or in 1 hour even. So it tells you that chronic disease, especially gut, is on the rise. It's an epidemic in this country, and Europe doesn't have as many issues. I also know a lot of people that can eat gluten in Europe and not have any problems. So all of those things could get better, especially if they start to clean up our food supply, get rid of a lot of the food colorings. Who cares what color your food is? Personally, I don't care what color it is. I don't want you putting red dye 8 or whatever number they're gonna call it. I've lost track of the names of these dyes, but they're very harmful and it's been proven. So I like that at least RFK is going to look at that further and tackle that, because let's face it, the FDA has not done that. They have not done their job. And then also having on the FDA board, he's mentioned, how can you have pharmaceutical execs on the board of the FDA? It's a total conflict of interest. So that kind of thing, cleaning up those things, those are some really big benefits. I know a lot of people are worried about the whole vaccine issue, and there's a lot of controversy on vaccines. I'm not going to touch on that, but I do think that he's going to look closer at the science and make decisions from there. He's not just going to ban all vaccines or, I wouldn't be too worried about that. I think the biggest takeaway from this is cleaning up the FDA, improving our health through cleaning up all the crap that's in our food supply. And I'm a big fan of that. I have my fair share of issues with ulcerative colitis, and there's a lot of foods that I can't eat, namely wheat, gluten, eggs for me, processed foods in general. So that's a thumbs up. So some good things to look forward to here in the next few years for your healthcare, for your children's healthcare, and all the generations following us. Thanks for tuning in.